is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Using his feet to buy time. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a length. Short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Moss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws for the tight end. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the art talent on the throw.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
That's caught. It's Craver. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the defense, got him at the 27. Texas A&M going quickly. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy. With all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL, man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles, that's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And it's caught. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The 12th man, Warden, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Concepcion. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Power football with the run. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He'll take it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that?
Touchdown, Aggie! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Tight end finds a soft spot. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And as he throws, grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Steps away to find some room. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got it in the middle, it's Craven. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Reed. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He gets it up to midfield. Forced out of bounds at the 50. Texas A&M going up tempo.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bussey. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way, got down to the 26. A&M comes back out with another first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Quickly to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They want to run this quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Buys a little time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls and fires complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tempo in overdrive. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for room, it's Moss. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback may change this route. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense calls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because...
Turning on the Jets! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Shoots it to the left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
One of the things I love about college football, guys, the good old option play. I know the game's changing and we're moving to tempo and spread, but the option is still well and alive. QB pitching it to his tailback to see what he can do.
On the ground, it's Moss. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call. Not a lot of time left in the game.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's taking the deep shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at.